already? Okay, we need to see how many people are going live. So we're gonna wait a few seconds, and we'll wait for everybody to come in. Hello, welcome to my house. This is my kitchen. This is what I cook every single night for my family. And this is my inseparable dog, Asia, my baby. Right, Asia? Say hi. Say hi, Asia. Say hi to the people. We are connected. So, thank you very much to all of you. This has been overwhelmingly great. You know, this event with Jimmy's food store from Dallas. You know, we've been friends for many years. And I've decided today to do a little pasta demonstration with their sausage, which is extremely famous, the cervellata sausage, which is a Calabrian sausage, which is a little bit different than the rest of the Calabrian sausage. It doesn't use any heavy spices, and it doesn't use any red wines in it. This one is basically it's a little bit of black pepper, a little white wine, and some fennel. So that's the cervellata. Let's see real quick if everybody's connected now. What we find into the bag, okay, that you purchased. Obviously the Cavatappi, you know, which is a corkscrew pasta, which I prefer to use for this particular recipe because they have a hole and the sauce goes inside the hole. So basically you get more flavor out of it. You get the onion, which yes, we're gonna use all of it, but I'll explain it that it's not gonna hurt you. And obviously we have this wonderful beer, because usually people say, wait a minute, when you cook, you use white wine or red wine. Sometimes you use none. You know, you use beer. So we're gonna use maybe half, I don't know, the rest you can drink it.
But what brewery?
This is a Texas Ale Project. You know,
Woo!
our friends, yeah, hey,
We love
our
Texas
friends
Ale.
from Texas Ale Project.
Buy their beer.
You know, and they, yes, buy their beer. This one is an amazing beer. I'm not a big beer drinker, but I do drink this one. The Jack Rabbit is a lager, extremely refreshing and citrusy in the summertime. This is extremely cold right now. I love this beer. We always keep a case at home. What else you find in the bag? 1 clove of garlic. Don't peel it. We have some sun-dried tomatoes. We have some breadcrumbs, shaved Parmigiano, and the Calabrese pepperoncini. These are really hot, but we're gonna use it with discretion, okay? Or maybe, you know, if you like hot stuff, we can use the whole thing. What else we have? A little bit of cream. I believe this is 1 cup, if my Chef Ryan measured it right. And this one is 2 cups of bechamel that I made, and that's all we need for it. And finally, the pièce de résistance, the sausage from Jimmy Food Store, the cervellata. It is. So, before we start, actually, let's talk about the wine that I suggested, that I recommended. Remember the last time I said, when people say, drink red with meat and white with fish, I don't believe that that's the case. I think you should drink exactly what you like. In this case, I actually selected 2 wines that go perfect with this dish. And one is a white. It's a Vermentino from Liguria. And the other one is a red, always from Liguria, which is a blend of Sangiovese, Ciliegiolo. But I would like actually Leonardo Pisani, if he's watching, maybe he can join in for a second and talk to us about these 2 wines. He's actually the guy that is responsible for the import of these wines. So if Leo, you there? Can you join in and tell us about these 2 wonderful wines? Yes? Okay, we're almost there. Anyway, in the meantime,
you
first
got
things first.
Mirko.
My little cousin. Ciao, Mirko. Un bacio.
Breeze.
Un bacio. Dries. How can I live without you? My
Cam.
good friend from Milwaukee.
Yes,
Cam.
I'm here.
Okay. Give me a second and then we'll go back to the people joining in. Leo, ciao, come stai?
Ciao.
Tutto
Bene,
bene?
grazie. Really good, thank
Pronto?
you.
Leo, ci dici per favore dei vini? Can you please tell us about these wonderful wines, which are basically from the area where you come from? Sorry about my dogs, but it's a live show. So. All right, Leo, tell us about these two wines, please.
Exactly, yes. We're talking about the Ligurian wines, like you said. I want to just say something at the beginning. Liguria is a beautiful land on a coast on a northwest Italy. It's pretty much a shape of a half moon, starting from the west side on a border with France and on the east side with the border with Tuscany. The area where I'm from and where the wines are from is coming from the east side of Liguria, right on the border with Tuscany. So we are right between Tuscany and Liguria. The first one, the white wine, is the Vermentino Colli di Luni. Is a fantastic white wine. The winery is called Il Monticello, run and owned by two crazy great guys, great brothers. They pretty much own a land from the grandparents.
If you remember, I met him when we went to Italy last year.
Yes, Alessandro e Davide. Of course, I don't think they are in now because in Italy it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, but they knew we were doing, talking about them today. I told them. So they starting organically grow grape and making wine since late 1990s, so 1998. And they became a certified organic growing a few years ago, I think in 2017. But they always looking for sustainable organic growing process. So we have two wines today. One, as I said, is Vermentino. Vermentino is the product of the land. Also because these vineyards are right in front of the ocean on the south side, but right behind they have the Alps between Tuscany, Liguria, and Emilia-Romagna. So it's a bright, high minerality acidity wine with a fantastic bouquet of the microclimate around there. Just to let you know that the vineyards are also surrounded with a forest, pine forest. So on a nose, you're getting a lot of basil, a lot of rosemary, a lot of sage, a lot also white flower. On a palate, is nice and rounded. Like you said, it's pairing really well also with the salsiccia, pasta with salsiccia, because it's a rounded wine. It's not too light. Let's call it like that.
And the acidity helps the creaminess of the pasta,
Yes,
especially
absolutely.
with the bechamel.
Yes, you know, and the mouth, as I said, is nice and rounded and finish a little savory because, of course, the influence of the ocean is there. So this is why I said is the product of the land. The red is a fantastic blend. Actually, is a Toscan blend because there's Sangiovese, Colorino, and a little bit of Ciliegiolo inside. As I said, we are on the border between Liguria and Tuscany, but is a Ligurian. It's between pretty much, but is a fantastic rounded wine. Again, it doesn't age on an oak at all, age on a stainless steel. And the notes, the bouquet is a prune, cherry notes for sure, raspberry. Also on a herb sides, you can find a lot glicine. I don't know how to say in English glicine. Daniele, if you help me out,
Yes,
is a okay, so it's a powerful, it's a powerful purple flower where is really powerful inside the wine. It's a youthful wine, so it's pretty young, but is something where you start to drink a first glass, you finish a bottle easy. It's really addictive. I want to say that. So I think I pretty much say everything about the wines. I know I don't want to keep your show and talk about these wines. Actually, I prepare everything on my kitchen, and I will follow your instructions and make a fantastic dinner tonight, Danny.
Very good. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for telling us about the wine. I am totally in love with the white because that structure can really work great with the sausage. And I am telling you, the aromatics of this wine,
Yes.
the fennel, and that comes through it.
Yes.
Are you there? You gone? All right.
Yeah. Ciao,
Oh,
Dani.
ciao, ciao, grazie Leo.
I lost you for a sec. Ciao, ciao. Thank you.
Grazie, ciao.
Bye.
So, from one friend to another, we're ready to start cooking. All right. First things first. Rob and Julie, stay there. All right. Start your engine, people. What I did here is a pot with water. All right. Because we're gonna have to cook the pasta, so let's start the water so he's got the time to heat up. At this point, we have, as usually, I have guests every time I do the States. Tonight, I have a couple of very good friends of mine that I know for about 20 years. They got engaged actually in the dinner engagement party on my very first restaurant in Dallas, which is Daniele Osteria. And that's why we remained friends through the years, and I can't get rid of them. So at this point, I would like to invite Rob and Julie Jacobi to join us cooking us live, and we're gonna start cooking. Is everybody ready? Nice. The onion goes first. 2 saute pan, 1 pot with the water. Rob and Julie, are you there? Yes, no. Let's start in the meantime. Okay, everyone. Please hold the onion from 2 sides. Don't hold it from one because the onion is rounded, and if it slips, you're gonna cut yourself. So always point the onion and slice it in half. That's the first thing we wanna do, okay? After that, we're gonna cut the 2 sides and remove the top skin. Or what do you call this?
Yeah.
Yes? Yes? All right. We're gonna do this step by step, the way we cook together. Let's do the same thing on the other side, on the other half. And please don't think that this is too much onion. Actually, it's not for this recipe, because we're gonna cook this onion until it caramelized, nice and soft. It will dissolve in the pasta. So once we have the 2 halves, I think Dana Horn told me that she's ready with 2 stations. Hi Dana, thank you very much for joining us. All right. Anybody has questions, please feel free to ask. I will stop whatever I'm doing to answer your questions. And my 2 girls over here, my camera woman Sarah and my wife Christina, will probably be able to stop me and tell me what you're asking. So, all right, we'll slice the onion as thin as you can, but you don't have to go too thin. Just be careful. Don't slice your fingernails. Fingernails are not part of the recipe. So keep your fingernails on the inside and work with your fingernails over here. That way you don't slice your hands. Okay? Make sure you use a sharp knife. The knife is dangerous if it's not sharp.
We got the Jacobis.
Okay? Oh, we got the Jacobis. Hello, Rob, Julie. Are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Ciao. Thank
Ciao.
you for joining us.
Yeah.
Hey, there you are.
Sorry to be late to the party.
That's all right. Did you start already? Start slicing the onion?
Okay. Yeah,
Look at you. CiboDivino hat, CiboDivino t-shirt, and you got the Jimmy's apron. There you go. You married both businesses. You guys look great.
Yeah.
So who's doing the work?
Rob.
Rob. Stop
Rob.
slicing the onion, Rob.
The wine's good.
Bravo.
Yes. All right. First half done. Before we start the second half, let's do this. Let's start. Give a little fire. Don't go too high. Go medium. Okay?
Medium?
Go
Okay.
medium. and put a little bit of oil. Use whatever oil you like. It doesn't really matter. Put about 2 tablespoons of oil. I use extra virgin because I'm not going to burn it, so I'm going to use extra virgin. But if you have olive oil, it's fine. Just don't use canola. I told you a million times, please don't use canola. Don't use Thomas oil. None of that stuff. That stuff is dangerous. It burns and it's hurtful. Okay. So as the oil is heating up, we cut the other half. Okay. Are you with us now, Rob?
Yeah, you got oil in the pan.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Turn it. Make sure that you always help yourself
Do the
with the
onion.
flat part of the onion on the cutting board.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Chop the
All
onion.
right.
I think it's got Rob got something to say.
There you go. You got it so far?
Yes.
All right. Now let's get the onion. The oil doesn't have to be hot. Okay. It really doesn't. Okay. Let's get the onion.
Get
And
the
boom.
onion.
Let's transfer the onion to the saute pan. All of it. The entire the entire red onion. There you go. So let it go, no problem. We don't really want to do much to this, okay? So I am not going to use any pepper, and you'll see why, because then I'm going to use the pepper for the sausage. There is already has spices in it, so we have to control that. The only thing that I'm going to do to the onion right now, there is a medium heat, is add a little bit of salt, okay? So now, why am I doing this? The salt will basically help the onion loosen the water, okay? So the onion will soften fast, and they get sweet, they caramelize, so they get the sweetness. So what I want to do now, actually, is, if you don't mind my kitchen, lower, okay, and cover it. Boom, and that's it. And just let it go. This is going to go for about 10-15 minutes. We're going to have to wait for this onion to cook up and get sweeter. In the meantime, we can work with the other stuff, which is the sausage, right? And the sauce. So let's do this. Anybody ask me questions? No? Everybody's with me so far, friends?
So who knows most of your recipes?
Yeah. My little dog, Asia, she watches me cooking every single night. Okay? So she probably knows all the recipes.
Someone asked medium heat.
Medium heat, now you lower it. Okay? Lower it to medium low. Okay? You can only see. Look at that. You see it? That's the fire. So we want to reduce this slowly. Okay? We want that water to get out of the onion and caramelize it. I will get the pepperoncino.
Guy said it's okay. Ask me for a friend.
Nice. No.
It's too late.
We get the pepperoncino. Okay.
Get the
We go to the other pan.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start with a little bit of oil.
Get the
That's probably 1 tablespoon.
iron
not
for
2.
the season.
Okay. And on this we slice this pepperoncino. Okay. And we add the pepperoncino to the oil.
Fine.
Someone asked if they could adopt Asia.
One day I was actually, funny enough, one day I was at the parking lot over at Jimmy's, okay? Asia was a baby. So when she was a baby, she used to go with me anywhere I went. So as I'm going in my car, getting in my car, this guy stopped me and said, "Sir," he said, "I would like to buy your dog." So I looked at him and says, "I don't think you have enough money to buy my dog." He's like, "Well, give me a price," he said. I'm like, "Nah, it's not for sale. Trust me, this dog is going nowhere." It's, by the way, a dog that Christina chose among 7 others. 7 others. So as the pepperoncino is going, okay, medium-low heat right now, we're going to slice the sun-dried tomatoes, okay? We're going to do what we call listarelle, which is little strips, Rob, you following?
We got Julie's in. Julie's in.
Julie's in?
We're trying. We're trying.
All right.
Ask her about the wine.
I
Julie, how's the wine?
So we're gonna take this.
Fine.
How's the wine?
Delicious.
Oh.
I love the white one.
Transfer
I
right there.
Me too.
haven't tried the red yet, but
Okay, do I put oil in the pan with the pepperoncini?
Yes.
yes.
You put a little bit of 1 tablespoon of oil, then you put the pepperoncini, and then you put the sun-dried tomatoes cut to listarelle. Same flame. Okay? So we're gonna wait for this to heat up a little bit. As you can see, the pepperoncini are gonna bring the spiciness to the dish. The sun-dried tomatoes will bring a little bit of flavor. If you want, you can put some tomato paste if you like it. If you like the sauce to be a little more red. I don't like too much redness because now I'm using cream and I'm using bechamel. So for me, it's okay the way it is. This will give a little color, okay, but not as much as the tomato paste would. So let's go ahead at this point and add the garlic. Now look what I'm doing here. I'm not taking the what we call the shirt in Italy, la camicia, out of the garlic. I'm just gonna put the whole thing like this. Okay?
Whole thing in.
Now, why am I doing this? Okay, if it gets a little too hot, lower the flame. Now, why am I doing this? Why am I putting the garlic whole? Because I just want the garlic to do its job and then leave. Okay? So, it's going to give the flavor, but then it's going to go away. You know, he's there saying, hey, use me. So I'm using you, but then I want you to leave. Once you do the job, you're gone. Done. So, next. Next, yes. You got this beautifully sausage. All right?
What a transition.
Sausage.
So let's go to the other woman.
Do we have to play with it?
Yeah.
So look what I do. I pull the sausage out of the casing. You see that?
Pulls it out of the casing.
Yes, out of the casing.
Out of the casing.
We don't need the casing. So
Don't need the casing.
if anybody has questions about this, please send them to me. If somebody wants me to slow down, I will slow down.
Someone
okay?
said, did we use the sun-dried tomatoes yet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just sliced it and I added to the oil with the pepperoncino and the clove of garlic. Okay, so this is some of the sausage. The sausage might seem a little bit too much.
Nah.
Too much sausage. Never.
No way.
Never. It's not too
Like
much.
too much,
It's
just like
never
too
enough.
much.
That's the point. But remember that we're gonna lose some of the value of the sausage once it cooks. So we need more than the usual. And you got plenty in your little bag.
Hey, Daniele,
Yes, sir.
why did you buy it cased and not just the bulk?
No. I like this because first of all, it saves better. Second of all, it freezes better if you want to freeze it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Third of all, because I buy it like this. That's it.
Danielle, they need you to slow down a little bit.
And I am slowing down. No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add the rest of the sausage, and then I wait for everybody to be on the same page.
You could have a glass, take a sip of wine.
Yeah,
Take
take a
that.
sip of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the heat for the sausage again?
The heat.
Yes.
What do you mean? How spicy it is?
No, what's the temperature?
Oh, it's medium low.
Medium
Everything
low.
that is medium low. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. So Pope Leo, when he engaged Michelangelo to do the Sistine Chapel, he didn't say, "Hey, you got 2 hours to finish this." Pope Leo said, "Go for it. Let me know when you're done. You cannot rush cooking. Okay, slowly, go slow." You see that? Let me show you. Come on, woman.
Did you put the garlic in with the skin?
Yes, garlic with the skin because then we have to remove it. Look at how nice it's coming out. See that? Can everybody see that? Look how nice it's caramelizing.
Definitely smell it.
Karen, our neighbor, is cooking and smelling it.
Ciao, Karen. Ciao. Okay, this is the minimum now. Okay, look, I can put my hand on it for about 2.5 hours. So it's a minimum. Okay, so let it go slow. This baby too. Let it go slow. See that? All right. I need another one. So,
Say that one more time, just in case.
let the flame go slow. This needs time to cook, and he has to cook slowly. We want all the flavors to come back together, all to come together. Everything has to hug each other, gotta be friends. You know, the food doesn't have any pandemic right now, so they can be close to each other, they have to be 6 feet away. So what's happening? You see? They're all friend. The pepperoncino is making friend with the sun-dried tomatoes. The sun-dried tomatoes is making friend with the sausage. Look at that. He starts to get some color too.
Is this how Ryan does it up at Chiba?
Ryan doesn't do this recipe, unfortunately. This recipe, just so you guys know, it's been created. This is being created for me, for Jimmy's, okay, because of his sausage. This is just a celebration of a friendship. Okay, that's why I'm doing this.
Karen's onions are water, not browning. Can you give her some tips?
Let's keep going. They don't worry about it. Don't touch them. They're spilling the water because of the salt. Okay, but don't worry about it. We'll get to that point in a few minutes. Just let it go. Let it go. All right. So now, is everybody on board? Is everybody on the same page, or we need to wait a little longer?
I think so.
I think so. Okay. Should we have a little taste of this wonderful wine?
I love it for it's like a good summer wine.
Yes, perfect summer wine.
So good.
Amazing.
Or if it's the only thing around, it's a good winter wine or a fall wine or a spring wine.
Yes. All right.
Someone asked, did you take the garlic out?
Not yet. The garlic, I'm gonna take them out after I put the cream. Well, before the cream. You've been provided. Now, our good friends of Texas Project have provided us with this wonderful beer. You know, I love it.
Beer.
So, what's gonna happen to this beer? Any idea? Can you use wine for this? Absolutely, you can. You can use white. You can use red. But be careful. If you use the red, it's going to give some color to the sausage because the pork is white. If you use the white wine, you're going to be okay. Now, this beer that you got, the first thing you want to do for this recipe is taste it.
Taste the beer.
Oh my God. Do these guys know how to make beer or what?
And they're good guys.
This beer are amazing. Yeah, great family, by the way. So once you raise the flame, you see that? We're raising the flame because we don't want the sausage to go.
Yeah.
We're gonna add the beer. Pour the beer in it.
Like.
Don't pour the whole thing, otherwise you gotta finish the rest.
All right, Julian, you have to finish the rest of the beer.
Yes.
Danielle, should the water be salted for the pasta?
The what? Not yet. Not yet. The water, I'm going to salt the pasta water after I put the pasta in, about 3-4 minutes after. Okay? So far, I did not use any salt in the sausage. Did you notice that? None. Zero whatsoever. And no pepper either, because I'm relying on the pepperoncino to do the trick, right? Okay. So there you go. Let's keep going with this baby. We gotta wait for the alcohol to leave everything, and then we can add the cream. Is anybody with me? Everybody with me so far? Yes?
All here. We're all here.
Yes.
All right.
Julie's driving now.
How much beer did you put in? A lot of questions on how much beer.
Half a can. But I did provide you with one because I wanted you to taste the rest. if you pour the whole can over there, I cannot show you how my good friends make good beer. So,
Or you can do 2 quarter beers, and then you.
and by the way, well, no, you gotta pour half. But if you don't want to drink I mean, if you sip and you want to pour the whole thing, pour the whole thing. It's fine with me. But at this show, look at that.
Did you do that?
Right now, you're gonna need half.
Between adding the sausage and the beer, was anything else added?
Sausage and beer as a the pepperoncino from Calabria, the sun-dried tomato, the whole clove of garlic with a skin, which is right there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Looks good.
You got it so far? Is everybody with me? If somebody is behind, please let me know and I will slow down.
Someone thought that beer was to drink.
Julie's nose.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Substitute.
Yes, that's a good idea.
You got Roger Bissell joining.
Good. Hey, Roger. That's my good friend, Roger Bissell. He's got a little show called Unwind Aperitivo.
Someone asked, should they add the cream yet?
Not yet. Now I'm waiting for you. Now you're rushing
We
me.
need to ask if Mirko's still there.
Okay.
Is the onion flame supposed to be still on?
Yes, but it's on low. Very low heat. Very low heat. The onion needs
Those look
time.
good. Those look good.
The onion needs to go slowly by themselves. The onion needs to be.
Julie, I need you to
job.
talk a little more.
Oh.
Julie, do a Daniele impersonation for me.
Do what?
We give Julie some airtime.
Yeah.
Someone asked, do we need to preheat the oven? Yes.
We need to preheat the oven.
Joe,
Okay.
you do it like this.
See, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna make you. Actually, what you want to do now is to raise the flame of the water because we need the water to boil, right? We do not put pasta in the water that is not boiling because if you do that, it's gonna stick together. So don't boil, and don't believe into putting the olive oil inside the water. It's not. It's nothing. I mean, just leave it the way it is. It's just water. When it boils, we throw the pasta in. The oven, you can preheat it if you're ready to eat. See, my point is to show you everything until the point of putting the pasta into the oven. I'm not ready to eat yet. I'm probably gonna eat. I usually eat around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So once we're finished, then I'm gonna tell you at this point.
Hey, Daniele.
Yes,
Daniele,
sir.
what
Yes, sir.
temperature for the oven?
The oven is gonna be at 375.
37.
Okay, it should be 350, but I know that the ovens at home are always 25, 30 degrees off. Okay, so I'd rather say 375 for about 15, 20 minutes. You'll notice when the top gets a little bit brownish. You know, you notice that the pasta is ready. But you can preheat the oven and on the 375, just bake. Okay, we don't need convection at this point. My oven does convection too, but not for pasta. I don't want to do that. So 375 is fine. I will do it later, but then obviously when everything is finished, I'll show it to you. By the way, at this point, we can go ahead and add the cream.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you go over one more time what's in the sausage pan at this point?
Absolutely. At this point, I have extra virgin olive oil at the beginning, pepperoncino calabrese that I sliced. Then I did some little strips of the sun-dried tomatoes. Let it go for a little while. I threw in 1 clove of garlic, okay? And then the sausage. And I worked the sausage with a beer, right? So I let the sausage go for about, what was it, maybe 10 minutes or maybe a little less. When I saw the sausage that was getting cooked, to help the sausage a little bit and give it a little life, I added the beer. Now let it go with the beer, waited for the beer to evaporate the alcohol, and now I added the sausage. I mean the cream. I'm sorry. As you can see, the sun-dried tomatoes and the pepperoncino release a little bit of color. So that's why I don't use the tomato paste that I told you at the beginning. Right now, at this point,
Daniele, Julie's got a question.
Do you keep the temperature on high for the cream once you add it?
I was gonna show you right now. Look, it's a medium low. Medium low. Yes, Medium low, because at this point, I want everything the cream is going to take a little bit of the wildness of the sausage off.
They're confused
So,
on the cream and the bechamel. Which one's which?
No, the bechamel is at the end. The cream is the one that has less, is the cream, 1 cup. The bechamel is 2 cups. The bechamel, we use it later. Okay? We're going to mix it up once everything is done. Okay? So right now we just use that.
Okay.
I still haven't used any pepper, okay, in here. Only the pepperoncino. I still haven't put any salt. And I'm going to tell you why. Salt doesn't evaporate. Okay? So once you put too much salt, you're screwed. Okay? So it's easy to add, but you cannot take it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this cream to reduce, all right? Once the cream reduces, then I'm going to taste the salts. I am sure I'm going to need some salts, but I want to make sure I put the right amount of salt, okay? A pinch doesn't tell me much because your pinch and my pinch are 2 different ones. So let's wait. It might be a half a teaspoon. It might be a quarter of a teaspoon. Let's wait and see it. In the meantime, we had this going. The water is still going. Let's get it as fast as we can. Now it's time to release the cover from the onion. And this is what you should have at this point. Okay? Is everybody with me so far? Okay, so the onion has been going for about what? Maybe 15, 20 minutes. We got at the beginning. It might be 15, 20 minutes. So at this point, we want to shut the onion off and leave it like that, leave it resting for a while. The onion is going to join everything else in a little while. Okay? So right now, we just leave it there. This is already started to reduce. Okay? I can see that the cream doesn't have any more water, so it's ready to go. But it has to reduce a little more. In the meantime, the pasta can cook. You can actually drain the pasta, put the pasta back in the pot, and mix everything in the pot. I usually like to get the pasta and put it in a salad bowl and mix everything in the salad bowl. Okay? So we're going to wait a few more minutes, and then we're going to dump the pasta in there. So now, piece of butter and one of these oven pan, maybe.
Okay.
Let me wash my hands real quick.
Oh, we got Alicia and Ellen.
Okay.
Alicia and Ellen.
Ciao, Alicia. Ciao, Ellen. This should be
Lori and Peg.
Maybe I'll water it in my
Lori and Peg. Oh, there's my 2 girls. Ciao, babies.
Yeah, Pam.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to use. Cam is there, yeah. So what I'm going to do with a piece of butter is I'm going to butter a little bit.
Looks like a bread pan.
Rob is drinking out of a Chibo cup.
I'm going to butter a little bit pan that I'm going to cook it in. I'm going to use this one.
Could you use a 9x9 pan or an
A what?
8x8?
A what?
Like a 8x8?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You can use whichever you want. It makes no difference. Just make sure it's not a huge one because obviously it's half a pound of pasta. After you cook it, it's going to become a pound. I mean, it's double the size. So, Baba Bing, that's all I got. Excess butter goes away.
Okay.
Now, why am I
So
putting the
pan,
butter over there?
Like, that's too
Yes, Julie.
big.
Oh,
Is that what you're saying? I was asking.
Yeah, that's
for
a little
price
too
on
big.
Instagram. Okay.
Well, you can do it over there too. It doesn't matter. All you want to achieve when we put it in the oven is that the bechamel does the job, which means it's going to stick all the pasta together. Okay, so all the flavors are now together. Come on, woman.
Okay.
My sweet Sarah. You see the sauce is now bubbling a little bit. I lower to the minimum, and I still let it go.
Okay.
The pan with the butter, you know, you got this little thing with the breadcrumbs. I'm gonna put some of the breadcrumbs over there.
Breadcrumbs. Okay.
Yep, and I'm just gonna play with it and put all the breadcrumbs along all the walls of this pan. You see what I'm doing? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is everybody with me? Questions?
Butter the pan, correct?
Yep, butter the
That looks
pan, no oil, butter. The excess, I dump it. I just want it like this. Now, why I want it like this? Because once I put the pasta in there and I put it in the oven, this will not let the pasta stick. So it's going to be easier for me to portion. Okay? That's why I'm going to do it. If you have excess butter on the side, try to remove it because it's going to turn black. So you don't want to do that, especially if you have friends over. You just want something nice and clean.
All right, real quick. Should the pasta be cooking now?
Yes. If the water is boiling, let's go ahead and put the pasta in. Okay.
Daniele, with the extra crumbs, do we throw them out or you keep them? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
No, the one that stays inside the ramekin, keep it on the side.
All right,
Keep
two
it
questions.
You only use half of it. I'll show
Okay.
you the other half in a little bit. Put the pasta in and stir it right away, okay? So it doesn't stick to the bottom. Okay,
Gotcha.
now, what's the question?
Will the cooking time or temperature be different if the pan is metal instead of glass?
No, the cooking time of the pasta or the, oh, no.
I think they, yeah.
No, same thing. Cooking time is the same.
Someone asked pasta cooking time.
Pasta cooking time is 8 minutes. The cavatappi is a thick pasta, so it takes a little longer. We don't want it to cook all the way because it's going to finish the cooking process inside the oven, okay? So we want to cook, but almost cook all the way. Then the oven will do the rest. If you're planning on having dinner right now, after we make this pasta, yes, preheat the oven. We got 20 minutes about. And we let this pasta go. In the meantime, sausage is looking great. All right? Sausage looking great. Guess what?
More wine.
Guess who's joining the party? The onion. Look at that. Look how beautiful they are. Beautiful. Amazing. Look at that onion.
It's an 8x5 metal loaf pan.
That's fine. 8x5 is fine. Yes.
You say the pasta water.
The pasta water, you save it because it's going to help us just in case the sauce and pasta is too dry. We can help ourselves with the pasta water. I don't think this will be the case, but you never know. Always save a little bit. I always do. That's actually a very good question. All right, the onion have joined the party. Look at that. People, I'm telling you.
It looks
This,
so good.
oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Hey, the people at Jimmy's should pay me for this. That is amazing. Now, remember, every once in a while when you're doing stuff, have a sip of wine. I mean,
Kids have some wine.
you gotta have a sip of wine.
That was a
Something-
lot. Everyone drink.
So,
Every time Daniele talks with his hands, you have to drink.
that's right. That's a good idea.
Thank you, Teresa.
Right. Just stir it. I have not put any salt. Now is the time. Boom. Look. Boom. That's it. That might have been maybe a teaspoon. Maybe a teaspoon. I don't care about that. That, I wanted to have a little salt. Remember what I told you? You put too much, you over salt, the water will evaporate, the salt won't. So you're gonna have a salty pasta.
Is the garlic still in?
The garlic is still in. I was about to, wow, you guys are pretty good. I was
Oh, they're
about
quick.
to take the garlic out. I already located the garlic a long time ago. It is the baby, out. Okay, the thickness of the sauce is great. Can everybody sees my pan? And please let us know if your pan looks the same. Please. Rachel from across the street, is your pan looking like this?
Oh, you gotta take the.
By the way, is my son Giuseppe on?
Is Giuseppe on?
Is Giuseppe
I
there?
don't know. Giuseppe should be on. He told me it was going to be on.
Sarah.
Doesn't he have any
Okay.
studying to do?
All right.
Working hard over here. I think 2 gave up.
So,
So liquid, it's not very thick.
what? This? If this is too liquid, just raise the heat a little bit and make sure the water comes out.
And if it's too thick,
Okay? If it's too thick, this is what you do. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Get some of the water from the pasta and add it to it. That's it.
Oh, is it
And that's what you do.
add water?
It's too thick.
Can you do that all over again, just as far as if it's too thick or if it's too liquid?
I'm sorry?
Say that one more time if it's...
Okay. If it's too thin, raise the heat a little bit and make sure that the water from the cream evaporates. Okay? If you see that it can become too thick, then you get some of the water from the pasta. The water for the pasta is starch. Okay, so the starch will help reduce everything. It's gonna make everything feel like it's a bit hard.
Yeah, add a little bit.
So what happened is, if it's too thick, just get some of this. Couple of wooden spoon will help. You see that everything went great now? Look, you see the friendship, you see the friendship, you see the love, you see the love about this, you see the love about everything else. This is the bechamel.
Bechamel is it?
You know, you don't want to waste anything in here. People, you can do whatever you want in this. You can throw mushrooms. You can use green peas if you want to in this sauce, and it's okay. All right. I just designed this recipe to be very rough, very manly.
Daniele,
You know.
Daniele,
So, but if you want, put mushrooms. You want to know when you're gonna put the mushrooms? You're gonna put the mushrooms right after the calabrese pepper and the sun-dried tomatoes. That's when you're gonna put the mushrooms, because the mushrooms retain a lot of water, so it needs time to spill all the water. Do not add salt when you put the mushrooms in there. Otherwise, too much water. It's gonna be like boiled mushrooms. Nobody wants boiled mushroom in the pasta. Just let it go by itself, nice and easy. Then you put the sausage in it. Got it?
But just to clarify, the mushrooms are not part of the recipe. That's only if
No.
somebody wants to add them.
If you want to add the mushrooms, go ahead and add them. If you want to add green peas, just to give a little green to the sauce, go ahead and do it. Okay? Yes?
Okay, so is it just the bechamel on the bowl?
That's the bechamel so far. That's what I got in the bowl. Just the bechamel. Okay?
Bechamel. Add nutmeg or anything, or is it just butter,
No.
milk, and flour?
My bechamel is bechamel, nutmeg, butter, flour, nutmeg, milk, bechamel.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
I've got a question.
Well,
And we need to keep stirring this.
well,
bechamel?
let me see your pan for a second. Rob,
Okay. This
Oh,
pan?
this one?
They're lagging a little bit over here.
your pan.
Okay.
They're lagging.
This? Or this?
Okay. No, your pan with sausage. There you go. All right, looks good. Perfect. Perfect. It looks good.
Okay.
Give it a couple of wooden spoons of
Pasta?
Pasta water? Okay.
Way too thick?
garlic goes
Okay.
in with the
Just a
pepperoncino and the
So we're
sun-dried
taking it out.
tomatoes with a whole shell, which means the whole shell. Throw it in there. Then we remove it later on. Once we put the cream, and it cooks with the cream for 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you want. Anyway, if you want more garlic flavor, just leave it in there. You know, it's not a big of a deal. Okay? But I don't like too strong
Yeah.
garlic flavor. If you want the strong garlic flavor, you can open it from the shell and just chop it all up, put it in there. I mean, it's okay. It's totally up to you. The same thing for the spiciness. It's totally up to you. Excuse me. I have to move.
Aw.
Now it's time, guys. People
Very nice.
people all everywhere in Dallas now it's time to taste to see if salt and pepper is okay. And a little bit of that.
What am I
You want, yeah.
The wooden spoons are water.
Shut everything off. This is ridiculous. This pasta is ridiculous. And I swear to you people, I swear, this is the second time, that's the second time that I make it. The first time was when I tested it because I wanted to make the sausage for them. I mean, the sauce for them. But this pasta, okay, if you taste it now and it doesn't taste crazy, that's it. I'm done. My job is worthless. This supposed to taste incredible. Boom.
Okay, we've got questions. So the bechamel still sitting by itself.
Pasta done. Bechamel is sitting. Pasta is coming into the bechamel.
And the wooden spoons are of water.
Pasta coming to the bechamel. Wooden spoons.
Pasta goes into the bechamel. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I only have pasta. Yes.
Say hi.
Shaker.
Shake.
8 minutes inside the bechamel.
Shake.
And mix, 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 and mix,
I'll give you some.
and mix, and mix, and mix. Now, bechamel, obviously, has salt and pepper. Not too much salt and not too much pepper. The water from the pasta has a little bit of salt. The spices of the sausage married to the cream is perfect. It doesn't need any help at all. If you love salt, you can add a little bit more salt, okay? I don't. I like it the way it is. So,
I lost sound again. Oop. He froze.
He froze. Is this good?
incredible. Mix everything.
Okay.
All right, hold on. We're gonna pause.
Uh,
Oh, there we go. We're back.
No, no,
Now
no.
is the time that if you want, you can put some more salt, some more pepper. If you want, you can put some more. If you put some more paprika, if you want, put paprika. If you want a little bit more spicy. Me, for instance. And please, people, please,
Everyone's saying theirs is so good already.
use this pepper. Don't use a fresh ground pepper.
Yeah.
Always fresh ground pepper. Fresh ground pepper. Always
Yeah,
fresh
put it-
ground pepper. Always fresh ground pepper. I use pepper. No, I like it a little bit.
We put more
Spicy.
pepper in?
Fresh ground
You
pepper.
can.
I forgot about this. Fresh ground pepper. Fresh ground pepper. Okay.
Ellie like store bought.
With garlic powder.
Yeah. Stay away from it. Garlic powder, onion powder, no chemical stuff.
No
Stay away from
chemicals.
it. All right.
Pepper.
Boom.
More pepper. Okay.
More pepper. More pepper.
Look what we got. Look what we got. Everybody got this? Everybody
All right.
got this? Oops, sorry.
So now at this point, everything has been combined.
Everything is in here. Everything.
Yeah.
What we have left is the half breadcrumbs and the Parmigiano.
Reggie.
Oh, he froze. Okay.
Okay? Okay. Going to film a little terrine
Okay.
because I am sure my mother-in-law tomorrow is expecting this pasta.
Wait.
So,
Aw, ciao, Mimi.
ciao, Mimi. Is she there?
Yeah.
Can't come down this side.
Uh-oh, FBI.
He's doing it slow and steady. Julie, you won. You were faster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, see, I use a small terrine because I like to compat it like this. Then I get some of the juices. You see, I just go over there.
And this is like 2 servings, right? 2 servings.
This, well,
For
no,
two
no.
people?
I mean, no. This one is gonna be. I mean, look at that. I got left over here, so 3-4 people can eat out of this. But when it's about food, you don't want to be cheap.
2 Jacobis can eat on that.
Yeah, man. This is party stuff. Look at that. Beautiful. You see that?
Looks good.
So basically,
Yeah.
make sure it's not too dry, because when it goes in the oven, then we're gonna have that happening. So this is what we got. And we need that kind of extra sauce. You see that extra sauce that we have over there? We kind of need this. And you know why we need this? Because this one step with the breadcrumbs, the breadcrumbs is going to absorb some of this. Now, why do I put the breadcrumbs? Because breadcrumbs, for Sicilians like me, used to be Parmigiano. See, in Sicily, many years ago, and maybe even today, Sicilians were very rich. So they didn't have the money to buy Parmigiano for the pasta, you know, so we use breadcrumbs. So we put breadcrumbs first. You see that? That's why it's going to have to create a little brown kind of crust on top. All right?
We've not done anything with the Parmesan yet, correct?
Nope. And
Nope.
then here's
Now
the
the-
Parmigiano. So the
Parmigiano
Parmigiano goes on top of the breadcrumbs. This one, when you put it in the oven and it's going to start baking, what happens is some of these juices will go up and we'll hug the Parmigiano and we have the breadcrumbs and they become one piece. This is my pasta cavatappi with sausage ready to go in the oven. Preheat at 375. Put this baby the way you see it right now for about 15-20 minutes. Enjoy it. Send us the photographs. We want to see what you've done. I'm sure you did great.
So we got about 3 minutes. Maybe we can answer some questions if
Yes.
anybody has any.
Anybody has questions?
Let's check in with the Jacobis. Look at their dish.
I have a question
Julie's
about Parmesan.
Looks good, Julie.
What do you buy the block or is it okay to buy shredded? What do you prefer?
What?
Parmesan.
Oh, you can. I like shaved, but you can shred it. You can just grate it. You can do whatever you want. But I like shaved because I like to see it. Even once it's cooked, you know, and it comes out of the oven, I still want to see the cheese. You know, it's just a visual thing. That's it.
Okay. Do you have a Parmesan preference or all of them are great?
No, Reggiano. I have a preference for the Italian Parmigiano.
How long do we bake for?
15-20 minutes at 375. Check it. Okay, if you don't have the little brown crust on top, just leave it over there for an extra 5 minutes. Yeah?
Do you so are
Any
we
more questions?
for like a
Covered?
No, I'm covered. It doesn't have to be covered.
Are there any adjustments for using an electric oven and stovetop?
Nope, none. The temperature is the most important thing.
Where can we buy some awesome Chibo gear?
I think there is a couple of stores that I know.
Online at CiboDivino.
Just go online, CiboDivino MKT, and you can place any order you like, from the marketplace, from the menu, from wine, you know, whatever you like.
And those great coffee cups that Julie has?
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Would you be
are
looking-
coffee cups that we sell, yes.
If Julie's looking for a new job, maybe could you use an honorary employee who may not listen very well?
And that's my answer would be
Hired.
yes,
Hired.
except that she will be a little bit too expensive for me. So remember, CiboDivino is a non-profit. So we
Yeah.
Tell everybody again, it's not showing out where to post their pictures.
okay, please. When you make this, when it
More-
comes out of the oven,
It's more
take a
expensive.
photograph.
More expensive.
I would
for
love
me.
to see it. because your photograph is going to give me a chance to understand if I